And we're back. Nobody has dialogue with him that's unique, so we're gonna say no, unfortunately. I usually like to say yes to my folks, but everybody here is doing really good except Santiago. He's not level 10 yet. And I want to do something about that. They should be pretty evenly matched, except for the fact that, yes, Santiago has better troops. So that gives him the edge. And we will use RB and goes to do what they do oh so well. Send them forward. Actually, they're gonna melee, and the ghost will advance. I think that'll work out good. Let's put it on all for a little bit. Camera doesn't know what it wants to do there. Trying to work with the auto, make it a little viable, trying to give you a good view of the action, but it's not working. So he's kind of full of himself, isn't he? Oh, yep. This is better use of banish. Yeah, that was kind of nasty, but it didn't take away too many. And I apologize about that a moment ago. The camera was all over the place, and that was me trying to work with the auto. It's you know, sometimes it's not quite where you want it to be, so we'll just keep control of the camera, put the focus on Bass, see how he holds up. So far so good. He's not doing too bad, but he's not doing too good either, and he has no troops, so I'm going to save that aura shot actually. How you doing, Santiago? Yeah, you're good. Just kicking back, taking a well-deserved vacation. These people are fighting hard, probably hoping for a promotion after this. Now, that'd be something in these games. If they ever made a Dragon Force 3, I'd like it to where you could have the troop units you use actually have names and identities, you know. They don't have to go so far as to make them overly unique, like give them portraits and whatnot. Maybe they could just give them names, and you could highlight them to see which troop it was at the time. And, you know, if a certain troop did really well in the battle and they survived, you know, you could get to keep them, promote them. And basically promoting them would be just making them stronger, increase their stats, give them more HP, more attack value, more defense value. So they wouldn't supplant your main generals, you know, your commanding officers, but you could keep using that same troop, that same literal troop in the future battles. As long as they survive, you know, you could get a super troop. Just keep increasing their HP, MP, you know, things like that. Well, not MP. For a troop, it'll be their HP or defense. So increase their HP, their attack value, or their defensive value. Those are the only stats they probably have that would be worth anything. But just think about that, you know. You could have a general who builds up a reliable, you know, collection of troops who they keep using. You know, you go into fights, just it becomes a goal within a goal, not just to win the fight, but to keep all your same troops alive. So they're not disposable anymore. They're not dispensable, you know. Because a lot of times these games, well, as long as your general survives, you don't care about the troops, because you can always go to a castle and do what? Yeah, restock. And we're almost where we want to be. Oh, that's Dora. Where's Ganges? Oh, still got a ways to go. So we'll speed things up. Probably don't have any more fights till domestic, so that's good. Tristan is pretty much tongue-tied. Izumo is still kind of to be watched, but they're kind of tongue-tied too. And Moon Palace is most certainly hog-tied, tongue-tied, deep-fried, and sissified at this point. There's nothing they can do, and that's good. But yeah, I'd love to see a game like that, and maybe there's a strategy RPG already out there like that that I'm just not aware of, because I haven't played as many as I would like to. I'm definitely looking to fix that. It's definitely a genre of preference at this point. I'll wait till he gets there. I'm actually going to wait till domestic affairs and save my game. In the meantime, make sure everybody's in full troops. It looks like they are. So we're good. But yeah, that would be really interesting. A game where you have incentive to keep all of your troops alive. So then you have to take that into account when you're forming strategies. You know, it's not about just, oh, we'll bum rush them, go on melee. You know, if you want to keep certain people alive, You'd want to keep your formations in mind, you know, how you want to advance them, all these things. So I think that'd be really fun. You know, every troop counts. And I don't think that's something that would have been possible on past systems with their memory limitations. But nowadays, you know, I don't think games are using most of the memory that they have access to. You know, it's just they have to go out of their way to try to maximize the memory because it's just too much storage space. So if the game was kind of, 1 week to go, not bad. So if they kind of scale things down in the graphics department, I mean, of course they can still make it look nice, but don't try to have it be the most visually amazing thing on the planet, make it look super lifelike. In fact, have a more stylistic look, something like this, or, you know, any of the games of the past. You know, they had a very strong art style, but it was very much based in fantasy and fiction. It wasn't trying to look like real life, because I don't know how appealing that is anyway. But Anita, still don't want to join. Hugo, still want to join. He is a good builder, so we'll want him to join, but he won't just yet. And I don't care about most of these people right now. Riglos, I did want him. I'm glad he joined. Motochika, okay. I'm glad you joined, and I'm really glad you didn't die. Mira, oh, thank you. Intelligence of 91. She's good to have. Mario, as soon as we get Rennie, I'll be happy to have you on my team. Until then, you can just stay put and ride, I guess. Your choice. Fauna's officially part of the team. So that was a good series of events. Got a tower shield that I'm giving to her because obviously after what happened last time, we want to bulk her up a bit. And got another one of these. And who can we give it to? We'll give it to her. And awards, and I think we can call it a day. I'll save the rest of these for right now. Who earned something? You did. Give you more of those. You can get more of those as well. You get more birds, actually. You, sorry. I'll take your award if I can get away with it and give him more dragons. Now he's at 50-50. He doesn't have to be worried about anything for a while. And this might be my last one. Been wanting to give you more of those anyway, so that works out well. Yep, that's it. We'll save that last one. Save our game. And we're good. Now, next order of business is to wrap up things with Moon Palace. You know, we've enjoyed our time here. It's been a beautiful country. You know, soothing landscapes, pristine waters, effervescent airs, but, you know, we've got things to do. We've got devils on the move, or at least that's what they call them. You know, I think it's just a thing where they don't like them, you know, the dark elves, so they just call them devils. I don't know if they're actually devils, you know. I think it's one of those things that gets thrown out. I think it's one of those phrases that gets thrown around a lot, but it's not always entirely accurate. And we should use throw hope out there, sure, why not? And that's ants. Actually, no, I will use Elon and Dora. Yes, that should be more than enough. He can take charge though for us. And I'm not gonna get my people together. We just want to wrap this up because she only has 2, right? Good. Sometimes at the end of the last turn they'll recruit somebody off screen, but thankfully I don't think there's anybody even left to recruit really. That's probably why she doesn't have anybody. Well, there are a couple of secret high-level people, but I don't want to spoil anything. That will come later. That will come later. And we might actually be using her, so we will deploy her. Somebody with good intelligence there, because we're going to have that castle by the time she gets there. And you know what? He can go there too. Again, in anticipation. Boot them up real quick with a few more troops like this. And yeah, again, want more birds, I think. And more ghosts. And more ghosts. See a pattern here? But lost my train of thought, but that's fine. We have story.
なぜムーンパレスに攻め入るのです。
話を聞け。聞きたいことがあるのだ。
私の力が足りなかったのですね。もう後戻りはできないのですね。
Yes, it's too late to listen to what we have to say. Yeah, that makes perfect sense, doesn't it? Okay. Bender would like to get you to level 10. And I think... Okay, this might be a good matchup for him. Yeah, we'll go for it. Now, the robots, like the beast generals, the male beasts, are some of the only generals in this game where their portraits don't really match their sprite too well. Overall, this game is much better about that. Usually the generals will look like their portrait, at least to a reasonable degree. So I don't know with the robot soldiers if, you know, that metallic face is actually just a helmet or armor of some kind that they have covering up their actual face, like we see in the portrait, or if it's just one of those things where it's just a mixed match. I don't know. Seems a bit strange. I mean, why would they skip out on that when they've gone to such great lengths to, you know, make everybody else look accurate? I don't know. So that's my theory. They're just wearing a helmet to cover up their face. And yeah, we're doing pretty good there. I will actually advance them. The monks can stay behind and defend. We'll throw out a flame shot. Beautiful backdrop there. You know, it's the same thing with the male beast fighters. I like to think, and this is just, you know, for my own peace of mind, I guess, but I like to think that their werewolves are changelings. So their portrait is their human face, and in battle we see their beast face, because I would imagine as werewolves, or just as werebeasts, they're going to be much stronger. So it makes sense if you look at it that way. You know, I suffer from a need to have things make sense at all times. And if it doesn't make sense as it is, I'll find the sense in it, or I will plant the sense in there where I can. And I think you know how this is going to go. You've seen all this happen before. You know the outcome. I don't have to tell you. Especially when we can do this. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's that. Yeah, if you want to call it that. Whatever makes you feel good. And captured. And now for the main event once more. We'll do her the honor of throwing Gangas out there, because really 52 HP. I am the mediator. Uh-oh. Da 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 da. And I wasn't paying attention to what she had going on, but I think we're okay. Send them out. Oh, right, because, yeah, we're good. Everybody go. Just finish it quick, please. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. I'll put them there. We'll put them there. And we'll wait till they get a little bit closer before we do anything else, because I have a plan in mind. Because as you may have guessed, she has the ability to heal herself, so we don't want all this effort to go wasted. All our work to go undone, which it very well could very quickly. Now that that's done, we can move them forward. And we'll throw out... Ooh, no, don't want to do that. We'll do that. Now, watch this, watch this. Take a look. You see that? Oh, wow. I wasn't even expecting that. Not that fast, at least. But hey, I'm okay with that. And see what she has to say for herself. That's what happens when you don't listen to people who are trying to tell you very useful information that will benefit you. Flame bomb. Nothing he really needed, but still. I thought he got something more useful, but maybe it's level 15, or maybe I'm just confusing him with somebody else. There's so many, you know, easy to lose track. Yeah, he can be in charge. Move you here. I wanted to take Izumo first, but since Tristan's closer, it just makes sense to go that way. And actually, let's see if we can get a 2-for-1er out of this. I'm gonna take somebody out of there, because I have too many people. Sarah can sit out for a moment. Go here. Who's left here? Nobody, pretty much. So this is gonna be fun. Let's see if we can get a 2-for-1. Yeah, I like that idea. We'll give him more of those. Why not? Take you. Take you. Take you. You haven't seen a lot of action. And just to get you, well, you'll get level 10 later. Actually, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because I'm not going to need this many people right now anyway. So what I'm going to do, actually, take you, swing right back around, take you, and go there. And first, save the game. Like so. And we should be able to do this. Things are just moving along now, aren't they? Oh, the exact same line? Really? I think we can. But again, we'll let our actions speak for themselves. And first up is Kuzua with Ashigaru, and Gangas will get the honor of dealing with the Autobox, so I want to send somebody else. Bad matchup for Bartz, because again, he has dragons against one of the few troops who can actually deal with them pretty well. So he'll have to sit this one out. Marcus, go for it. Giving you yet another chance to prove to us just how non-useless you actually are. I mean, really, he's doing so much better than the first time. I mean, it's like night and day, really. It's just he's come up leaps and bounds. I'm pretty confident about our formation here, so not gonna hold back. She only has one type to deal with too, so that helps. You know what? Yeah, everybody just keep moving forward. Not even worried about them. I was gonna split my people, have half go to melee, but I don't think that'll be necessary. I did want to use something before she threw that out, but that's okay. I'm just hoping she doesn't spam it. She doesn't have a ton of MP anyway, so we'll be fine either way. Just have to rely on my troops to do the damage for the time being, which they're more than capable of. She's holding back. I'm not. You know, funny thing about Marcus, he actually learns an ability at level 20, I think, his last skill. It's very strong and it's very rare. It's a plant-based ability. And very few people in this game learn it. In fact, I've only seen one other person myself who has it, and it's a starting general for Autobot, actually. And it's strange because you'd think that Gangas would have it if anybody in Bozak had it, but no, Marcus is the one who gets it. So I like to think it's the game's way of paying you back for sticking with him if you did, you know, because one thing I've noticed about a lot of JRPGs, whether strategy or just a regular RPG, they seem to always, you know, no. I probably, well, you know, I guess I could, yeah, sure. You know, Gangas is here, he's present, that's good enough, I think. So Bartz does need that level 15, so we want to make that happen. But anyway, I like to think that, you know, some of those games, you know, they'll have a tendency to have at least one character who is sort of there for novelty purposes, and when you first get them or meet them, they're borderline useless or just straight up useless. But if you take the time to build them up, level them up, work them up, build them into something better, when it's all said and done, they can be one of the most useful people, or just very strong in general. You know, I see this a lot with the Shining Force games. You know, every Shining Force game has a character that if you stick with them, they can get really strong. You know, in Shining Force 1, there was not Yogurt. Yogurt was just straight up useless, and that was his whole point. He was just purely for fun. But the Knight Arthur, who could learn magic, who's very well known and is a fan favorite, I think. If you stick with him, he gets really good level ups. And he also returns in Shining Force 3, and the same rule applies, but he's not as good in that one as he is in the first one, but still useful. Now, Shining Force 2, there's Kiwi, the tortoise, who he takes a lot more work to get up, and he's not for everybody. So again, I think these type of characters are for grinders, because again, people who play a lot of JRPGs, things like that, a lot of them are power levelers and grinders, people who put hours and hours into the game, hours and hours into a single fight even, or a single character. So I think they put characters like that in there for those people who are going to put more time and effort into the game, just to give them something to look forward to and something to move towards, something to build to, you know, something to get the maximum value out of the experience, you know, and just to provide more incentive to want to put that kind of time into it. But Kiwi, yeah, if you're willing to put the time into Kiwi, you know, get him up to late 30s or even level 40 before promoting him, maybe invest him with at least one power wine and maybe a couple of the cheerful breads, maybe all of the cheerful breads you get, since he really needs them more than anybody. If you're willing to do that, promote him late, far and away, he's going to be one of the most powerful people, if not your most powerful person. Now, I understand everybody's not willing to invest that kind of time, but that's kind of the whole point of what I'm saying right now. They put characters like that there for people who are inclined towards grinding. Foolish. Did I make a tactical error? I was sure my mechanized division would carry the day. And yeah, we're gonna interview him. In Shining Force 3, there's the penguin characters. Now, Pendolph, because you get him promoted, he is always a bit limited in how strong he can get, so he's not that useful. So he's just a novelty character. But Pen can become pretty strong actually, but his full potential doesn't really come to fruition until Scenario 3 when he has access to weapon upgrades. But he's still capable of getting pretty decent attack for a melee character. But Panko in Scenario 2, same thing. If you promote her late, you know, get her a mithril weapon, she has the potential of getting some really strong attack power. So, you know, again, novelty characters for those who want to build them up, for those who want to put the time into the game like that, you know, have a little fun, and they're just there for fun too. You know, it's not everybody's idea of fun, so for those people, you don't have to be bothered with them. So everybody wins. So maybe Marcus is like that in this game. People like him, you know, if you're willing to stick with them just to see how good they can get, you get them to level 20, guess what? You get a powerful skill as your reward.
私がここに呼び出されたのは処刑の方法でも決めるためかね。あんたの国じゃあるまいし、オザックには処刑なんて物騒なものはない。非効率的だな。そんな情にほだされて犯罪者が更生することなど稀なケースだ。お前ムカつくな。機械の方面、お前は敵だ。ならば処刑するがいい。でなければいつか私がお前を殺すぞ。くそ、面倒なやつだな。ガンガス様、こいつ処刑しましょう。
私も同意見だ。よそ者は敵。
殺す前にいろいろ伝説を教えてほしいが。
しくじりましたね。せっかく私が処刑して差し上げようと思ったのに。オルモ、これがお前たちのやり方か。私さえ切り捨てるというのか。敗者に情けをかけない。それはあなたのやり方でもあるのではないですか。 約束など守るつもりはなかった。生き返らせるというのはデタラメだったのだな。
はて何の話だっか。
貴様許さん。
処刑にはしくじったようですが些細なことです。あなたの処理はまた後ほど考えて差し上げましょう。では私はこれで失礼します。
彼に頼む、力を貸してくれ。妻、娘、そして祖国を恥ずかしめられた奴だけは許すわけにはいかん。
復讐に目がくらむとろくなことがないぞ。
私は奴の首さえ取れればいい。あとは私の命など好きに使ってくれて構わん。
仕方がない。レニ、ムーンパレスのレニちゃん。
はい。
揃ったな。怪我はないか。
はい。
手荒な真似をしてすまない。
変ですね。私たち戦争したのに。
そうなんだが、
あなたは邪神で動いているのではないのですね。
もちろん俺は仲間とその家族、そして大地とその上に住まう全ての者のために。
はい、わかります。
大げさだったか。
ボザック王には精霊の加護があるのですね。精霊は純粋な魂の存在、その加護がある素晴らしいことです。
そうか。
力を貸して。はい、喜んで。
で、ティリスという人物を知っているか。
ええ、ムーンパレス史上に残る偉業をなされた方ですから。
コンゴス王のご活躍
そのティリスが生きている。
Ah, Gonzalez.
ご冗談を。いくらエルフが長寿とはいえ、ずっと昔にお亡くなりになったはず。からかわないでください。
からかったりはしない。本当のことだ。そしてエルフの英雄は俺たちが保護している。
本当にティリス様が。
肉体は衰弱もしておらず、かすかに息もあります。ただ目を覚まさない。
何？どうかしたか？
うまく言えないのですけれど、一瞬ティリス様の彼女の心を、その中の悲しみを感じたのです。ティリス様の晩年は謎に包まれています。どこかに消えて戻ってはいらっしゃらなかった。
やはり他の発見士たちと同じか。不思議なことに私にはその時期の記憶がないのだ。その部分だけ切り取られたかのように。
ムーンパレスにもその時期の記録が一切残されていません。人々の記憶の中に存在しなかったかのように。
私はその真相を知りたい。発見士たちはどこに行き、世界には何が起こったのか。
俺も知りたいな。
この真相は全て眠りから覚めず結界に守られた女王様が知っている。
私、早速ティリス様を覚醒させる方法を調べてみます。
よろしく頼む。
ガンガス様、自分の中に別の自分がいる、そう感じたことはございませんか？
いや、俺は俺ってところだな。
そうですか。私の中には別の誰かが。
別の？
いいえ、何でもありません。ティリス様覚醒について何か分かったらご報告差し上げますね。それでは失礼します。
ガンガス様と私以外に精霊の声が聞こえる人は初めてですね。
ああ、そうだな。別の自分か。
And that was a lot of story to swallow right there. Hopefully you're able to take it all in. Got something waiting in the forgery for us. But first, for the sake of keeping the length at around about the same mark I'm aiming for, we're going to call it a day. We're going to save there. And you know what? While things are going good as far as the setup, I'm just going to overwrite all these old saves. And we got some backups just in case moving forward we need to retrace our steps a bit. So, yeah, a lot happens. About the 8 warriors. Where did they go and what happened to the world indeed? Questions that will have to be answered at a later date. This has been part 24 of Let's Play Dragon Force 2. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.